Autoline at CES is brought to you by Borg Warner, ETOS, and by Gentex.
The Honda press conference at CES ended over an hour ago, and yet there's still a huge crowd here to look at the new vehicles. There's the SUV over there. This is the Honda Zero concept. This is the saloon or sedan, of course, of what you'd call. Very interesting. I'm not sure I really believe that this is going to go into production. Maybe this is indicative of the design direction, the form language, as the designers call it, of where Honda's going. And it's pretty cool, but the reason I don't think it's real is, look at that front end. There's no bumper on it. There's, in fact, nothing to protect the front end. So if you got into a simple fender bender, even in a parking lot, it would do considerable damage. That's why I think this is purely a concept car. You'll also notice you don't see any door handles. You don't see a mirror. They've got a camera instead. Still not legal in the U.S., though probably other places in the world that you can make that work. Also notice the very narrow gap between the wheel wells and the tires. Designers love to cheat it, lower everything down, make it look cooler. And it does look cool. In fact, this has almost got an old Lamborghini Miura kind of silhouette to it. You notice an unbroken line from the very front end, the trailing edge of, or the leading edge of the car, all the way up through the windshield, over across the roof and to the back. Fairly high back end to it as well, which is also extremely good for aerodynamics. So I think we're looking at a future hint of what things will look like, but not so much of what they really will be. On the other hand, the SUV over here looks a whole lot more real to me. There's something of a front fascia that could double as a bumper. You'll notice, too, that the gap between the wheels and the wheel well openings, much larger. This is much more real. Well, what do you think about that high kick-up on the rear three-quarter? Not sure I really like that, but again, I know what they're going for. I mean, it is an SUV, but if you have that high roof line, you get a good separation point at the back end of the car to make it aerodynamic. And of course, these are all going to be fully electric. Honda says that they'll be in production in the late 2020s. So I don't know what that means, 27, 28, something like that. But this is really pure Honda. This has nothing to do with General Motors. This is not Ultium-based. This is Honda going on its own, and you can tell there's an awful lot of interest in what it's showing here at CES.